friends. All right. Just trying to get my stuff all together. I'm going to put some primer on. I'm going to be using my defining gel along with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. Let's see if I can find some music that won't get me flagged on Facebook. Because I keep using non-licensed whatever music and I still get flagged. Turn it down a little bit. Alright. Oops. Turned it off. Okay, so now I'm going to put my primer on. I'm just going to squirt it on my finger, spread it around my face. Hi Jen, hi Elvis. All right. I think I want to go in with the eyes first today because my idea is to create like this pink / red look for Valentine's Day. If you don't know, Justin and I are celebrating our Valentine's Day tonight because we can, really. That and who really celebrates on a weekday? I look stupid right now, but you just gotta kind of bear with it. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC paint pot in the color Laying Low. And I'm gonna spread it all over my eye. What did you guys get to do for Valentine's Day? There's a couple different palettes. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance and the Morphe 35O palettes. I'm going to use the 35OS and the 35OM. And all that really stands for is the S is shimmer, the M is mattes. So I'm going to go ahead and open them. They don't have names. The shadows don't, so I'll just have to show you what shadows I'm using. I'm going to mainly stay, this is the 35OS, it's all shimmers. I'm going to mainly stay like in this 6-pack here. Use this Morphe R38 brush and I'm going to go into this skin color from the 35OM. I'm going to put it all over my lid. Go into the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to use this raw sienna. I'm going to put that right into my crease. Let's see. I want to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with the Modern Renaissance color Real Gar, if that's how you pronounce it. And I'm going to put it in the exact same spot, just into my crease. I'm just using the same brush for all of this so far. burnt orange color in the Morphe 35OM. Hope you actually saw that because I couldn't see it. And all I'm doing right now is actually building up some color, so I'm giving my eye more depth. The darker it gets, the more, like, the closer to the end of my eye that I'm getting. Like, that I'm putting the color on, if that makes sense. I need you guys to let me know if I need to explain anything that I'm doing. Like, if I'm not explaining it to where you understand it, because, yeah, we're going out tonight. I can't tell if Justin's showering, but I have a surprise for him. I'd let you guys know, but I don't want him to know what it is. I'm going to dip into the Modern Renaissance red ochre color. It's just this really gorgeous red. And I'm going to actually clean off my brush using my color switch. You just swirl it around. It's still going to have color on the bristles because eyeshadows do sometimes stain, like your eye and stuff like that. So, and I am going to put this all over my lid and up into my crease. I'm just deepening up this red by going into it a few times. I'm mainly trying to deepen it up in my crease because I'm going to put another red over top. Oh yeah, we are going out tonight, but I want to tell you what we're doing, but it's actually, like, a part of it is a surprise for Justin. But we are going to Indy, so we'll be out. Alright, I'm going to clean off this brush, and I think that's all the matte colors that I want to use, so I'm going to actually put up into the 35OS palette and use that same red color, the red color that was in there in the 35OM, and I'm going to put it on my lids. And I think I want to use my fingers for it, actually. Let's see how that goes. It's kind of like a coppery red. Okay, let me see if it'll show up a little bit better if I spray it with some Max Fix Plus. If you don't have Max Fix Plus, you can also use just water. Just get like a spray bottle and put water in it. Maybe slightly better, but not that much better. Alright. Shoo-wee. So now I'm going to take this clean brush and kind of blend out this line a little bit. Not much. I don't want it to be so prominent. And go in with some concealer. Try not to get it in my freshly washed hair. That would be great to not get it in there. I'm just kind of buffing it in. This is the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I right now am using the Naked Skin Urban Decay concealer in the color Medium Neutral. NYX makes a concealer very similar to this, and it's like 1/3 the cost. So I won't be buying this again. I bought it because it was on sale. So when I run out of this, I run out and I just buy a different concealer. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done foundation. It's kind of like a lighter foundation. It's not as heavy. And Justin doesn't like it when I wear heavy makeup, so I'm going to try and not to wear too heavy of makeup. Hi, Katie. How was the 28-day challenge for you, Katie? I think it's done now, isn't it? See. That's good. Did it teach you any good lessons? So I'm just using my beauty blender and blending even more in. And when you use a beauty blender, it actually takes away some of the excess foundation on your skin so it doesn't end up looking as cakey, which is nice. So as you can see, this foundation, it is sheer to medium coverage depending on how much you put on. I do still have like skin imperfections, like my zits from last week are still showing through. It's not as noticeable, but they are still there. But I kind of like the way it looks right now. In person, on camera, I think it looks fine. And so now I'm going to move on to powder. Use the IT Cosmetics CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder, Your Skin But Better. I have it in the color tan. I'm going to use this Morphe MB1 brush to just buff it into my face. If you want to contour, you would contour before you put on any powder. But I don't really like contouring that much. But that's just how I am. Not everyone is like that. In fact, a lot of girls love contouring. And guys. I think I'm going to go in with my MAC Peaches blush. Another good, kind of like a dupe for this blush is Palladio Herbal Matte Blush. Is actually pretty close. It's slightly darker, but it's a pretty close dupe for the MAC Peaches blush. And I'm just going to use this IT brushes for Ulta. I think it's like a face brush, but I use it like a blush brush instead. I'm going to set my face a little bit by using my Max Fix Plus spray because I just put a lot of powder on my face. I want it to set down before I put anything else on my face. And I can show you what Justin got me for Valentine's Day. He got me a makeup fan. So I don't have to use a piece of cardboard anymore. I'm going to put on some highlight. We'll go back to an oldie but a goodie. I am going to go in with this Becca highlighter. This was the very first highlighter I ever bought. And it is in the color Opal. She's well loved. Highlighter is very strong. Like I barely dipped in and I dusted it off and I still have like a giant sheen across my face. So if you don't like a strong highlighter, I would not suggest buying that, but if you did buy it, hold on. What you can do to tone down your highlighter is use your beauty blender and just tap it out a little bit. And it just tones it down ever so slightly. If you still don't like it, put on a little bit of foundation onto that beauty blender and it will sheer it out even more. We're going to start on brows. So I'm going to first go in with this Brow Wow Conditioning Brow Primer. You don't have to use this. This is not a requirement. All this does is help my brow hairs lay down a little bit more because they don't like laying down. So from there, I'm going to go in with a brow pencil. NYX has a really good brow pencil. I just happen to have the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in the color chocolate. It's the closest to my hair color that I can get. If you go a shade darker than your hair color, you're going to age your face a little bit. But if you go too light, you're also going to make it stand out. So I go about a shade lighter than my hair because I don't want to go so dark that I look older than I am. And all I do is just feather, like lightly draw on some brow hairs. It has a spoolie on the other end for the Anastasia one. I don't remember if the NYX one has a spoolie on the other end or not. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with a brow gel. I use Gimme Brow by Benefit. Again, NYX also has a brow gel. I think I have it right here. It's the NYX Professional Tinted Brow Mascara. The only reason why I don't use this is because the wand is a lot bigger. Like this wand is super small. See? And I prefer a smaller wand on my brows. It gives me a more precise movement. I don't have to be as careful. I can be a little bit more messy with it. So what I do is I brush my hairs back like this, brush them in the opposite direction, and this actually helps coat them on all sides. And then I brush them into place. I'll do the same for the other side. Okay. So now I'll just use this Anastasia spoolie on the end here and kind of do a better job of brushing it down. I just prefer it over the brow gel. With a brow highlighter, I use the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. I don't think this has a shade. Oh, it does. Gold Nude Pencil. And I just put it right under the arch of my eyebrow, and I typically blend it out with my finger. The reason I use my ring finger is because this is the finger that is less likely to apply a lot of pressure because it doesn't have a lot of strength in it. The brow highlighter helps to do is helps lift your brows, make them look higher than what they are. And that's all makeup really is just an illusion that you're giving. So I'm going to put on a little bit of highlighter onto that area that I just applied that brow highlighter. I'm just going to put it right here. Just right under my arch. Again, to give the illusion of I have more real estate on my eyes than what I actually do. Even though I already have actually a lot of real estate on my eyes. Black liner today. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to use this NYX gel pot in the color Jet Black. If your gel pots ever dry out, you can use like vitamin E oil to revive them. Because this is, I mean, it is a lot of product, and I only use like this very tiny itty bitty amount every time. And I only do my makeup like once, maybe twice a week. So it will dry out before I can ever use it all. So what I'm going to do is do my best to draw a straight line and copy it to the other side as well. So there's my eyeliner for one side. I'm just drawing an outline with this gel pot, and then I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D eyeliner. L'Oreal also makes a really good eyeliner. I think it's called the Infallible liner. It goes with their Infallible makeup line entirely. Imagine that. So last night, I finally watched Abducted in Plain Sight. I think I put that one up too high. I'll have to fix that. And people were right. I want to punch those people. Like, how did they not know? Have any of you guys seen Abducted in Plain Sight? Did you also get mad at it like I did? Because I was furious. I went into Justin's room afterwards and I was like, this can't be it. You can't seriously have not. Yeah, it was messed up. Like, how did they not know? How did they not put two and two together? All I'm doing right now is I have a little bit of eye makeup remover on this Q-tip, and I'm just removing that line that I had made that I didn't like I always do on this eye. Okay, so now that I have pretty much the liner where I want it to go on both sides, I'm going to pick up my Kat Von D liner and, finish it out, finish the job. Like, this is a spoiler alert for those of you that haven't watched it, so close your ears. If somebody, I don't care who you are, said that a part of your therapy was to, be in the room with the door closed with my kids, I would say, oh, yeah, I am going to call your doctor and tell them, yeah, this isn't fucking happening with my kids. You're going to have to find some other people's kids. Because that's dumb. If I can't be in the room, my kid's not going to be in the room with you. I'm not going to trust you that much, especially after I kind of have an inkling that you might have a thing for one of my kids. Sorry, but no, it's not going to happen. And then everything just came off as though they were trying to protect their own public image, which to me, your child matters more than your public image. My kids will matter more than my public image. I know. How did they buy it? Like, if my kid's been gone for a couple months, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, you were on vacation. Maybe I did give you permission. No, I didn't give you permission to go on vacation with a man alone for months. Yeah, and they both slept with them. Which, I mean, all all in good faith, whatever. You can sleep with whoever you want, but you don't call saying your child's been abducted just because you don't want it getting out that you might be gay or whatever. That's selfish. That's just straight up selfish. I would rather people know my dirty laundry and have my kid back than to not have my kid and it just be a secret to the world. Alright, so I'm going to curl my lashes here. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, those parents were just dumb. I'm happy that woman could forgive them because I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, oh man, F you all. You cared more about yourself. Alright. And I think I'm actually going to go in with Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. You don't need to buy this at full price. Ulta every year has their 21 Days of Beauty, and this is always on sale for $10. So don't buy it at full price. Alright, so to give it a little bit more of a va-va-voom, I'm going to use my Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. No, I didn't watch that show for so long because I was scared that it was going to be like an abduction show. Like a real, like, nobody knew thing. This girl just got abducted in the middle of the day or something like that. And I already know enough about that kind of stuff. I don't want to know anymore. But no, this family was just dumb. Dumb, naive, stupid. Alright, now I'm going to comb out that Bad Girl lash with the Lights Camera Lashes. Close that. Hold on. This light always gives me trouble. Alright, there, that's a little bit better. Alright, so now what do I have left? Lipstick. Kind of thinking maybe this Catherine color will be a really pretty. Alright, and I think that's it. I'm going to use the rest of what was left on this little brush from the highlighter and just dab it in right there. And I think that's all. That's all I really have. Share if you end up liking the look. Let me know if you end up doing this same look or a similar one using similar products. You know, I do like hearing about stuff like that. And bye, friends.